Hello there everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you're joining me today because I'm going to be making Brunswick Stew. Now this is a southern dish that has a tomato base with vegetables and meat. And Brunswick Stew stirs up a long rivalry between Georgia and Virginia. Both claim the creation of this iconic stew, but regardless, it is just a delicious and hearty stew and a great way to use vegetables that you have on hand and leftover meat like pork, beef, or chicken. So I recently made some pulled pork barbecue sandwiches, and I have a shorts video on just how I cook my pork loin and another video on how I make my homemade barbecue sauce, but I still had some of this pulled pork barbecue. And this really is the inspiration for why I am making this Brunswick stew today. I want to use up all of my leftover pulled pork, and this is a great way to do that. Now I'm going to go over all these ingredients with you and show you just how to make this delicious and hearty stew. You all know what time it is. It's time to get cooking. So I have about 2 cups of my pulled pork barbecue and 2 cups of my chicken. Now this is chicken tenderloins that I've cooked and then I cut into small pieces. All right, and then you're going to need some chopped celery, onions, and green bell pepper, a half of a stick or 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 garlic cloves, 1 can of lima beans, 1 cup of corn, now this is frozen corn, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. You'll need 1 carton or 4 cups of a chicken broth. I have 1 can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, and then I have a large 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, and then you'll just need some salt and pepper. So I'm going to melt my half a stick of butter into a large soup pot. All right, then I'm going to add my vegetables here. And I'm going to let these cook until they soften. So I have forgot to push record, guys. I am so sorry. I have added my corn, my lima beans, my diced tomatoes, and my crushed tomatoes. And now I'm adding the rest of this chicken stock or chicken broth. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add the chicken and my pork barbecue. Now I'm going to give a good couple pinches of salt and black pepper. All right, so now I'm just going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. So the Brunswick stew is all done, and now it's time to eat. Maybe I should rename this channel Time to Eat instead of Time to Cook. Wow. The barbecue sauce that was in the pulled pork is definitely coming through, and it really gives this stew such a good flavor. All right, I love to have a little bit of cornbread on the side because I like to dip my cornbread in my stew. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.